In this tutorial, I want to show you some of the things that Xnview does exceptionally well, which I love, and that's batch processing of images and files and all sorts of stuff. Now, you can notice that you can resort your files by lots of different ways. Let's see, I can go view mine by thumbnails and labels. I can view mine by thumbnails and details. I can view them just by icons alone. I can view them as a list. And I can view them as details, which show me the size, the properties, the type, the dates, and everything else. Of course, we typically do things as thumbnails, and you can go to View and change your thumbnail size if you want to make them larger or smaller. Now, to be able to batch encode, all you have to do is select a bunch of different images. You can hold down the Shift key, or you can hold down the Control key and click on non-contiguous images. So you can select pretty much any of the images that you want. Then I'm going to right-click and choose Batch Processing. Now, you notice that you have some other things here. You can do things like slideshows with these or whatever that you might want. You can do JPEG lossless transformations where you rotate a whole bunch of them left or right or whatever. You can also do batch renaming. But I'm going to go to Batch Processing first. So these are all the images that I chose. I'm going to be saving them as a JPEG, so I'm going to go to my options, and for this I'm going to make sure that I'm saving them all at, let's say, 70% quality. So sometimes you have to change your options, but be aware that you want to go back and fix those out later. I'm going to go ahead and choose to output these to a directory. So I'm going to, instead of using original path, I'm going to click off that, choose a directory that I want to save them in. So I'm going to use desktop, new folder, just to make it easy. I'm not going to delete the originals because those are going to stay there. Often we replace, originals. But I can go to transformations and look at all these transformations I can do. I can do things like image resize. So I'm going to resize, and I'm going to make them all 400 by 400. Let's see, the width, I think these are all wide, so this will make them all 400 pixels wide, and it will change the heights to be an appropriate size, so it'll fit the ratio of whatever was there, so that our anyway, our heights will scale accordingly. So when I'm ready to go, I just click on Go. Oh, actually, after we have rescaled something, it's a good idea to give it just a little bit of enhancement. So I'm going to click on Go. You'll see that it is processing all those images. Now, if I liked that batch process, by the way, I'd have to redo it, but I can actually save that script to be able to use later if I want to be able to batch process multiple images the same way. And we've got other things about brightness and contrast that you can add to that as well. Anyway, let's find those images that we exported. So this stuff was on the desktop. Wonder if I can find those. I might actually go to the desktop and click on them there. So here's the folder. Here's the folder where I've made all those images. Double click on it. You'll see it opens up in Xnview, so I can see all those images. And now what I'm going to do is batch rename all these. And let's take a look at the images real quick. I'm hiding it right there, but it says 400 by 300. Next one is 400 by 300. So you can see it scaled all of those images for me. And this is a lot faster than Photoshop. So now I'm going to batch process the names. So I'm going to select all those images. Just click and drag around them all. Right click, choose batch rename, and I can rename them as I want. So I'm going to call these house underscore, and then the pound sign tells it to import, to put in a name. Oh, I don't need to replace the underscore. But we can also insert other things as well. It can insert a whole bunch of different things about it into the name. It can even take information from your camera and actually insert that into the name if you want long file names. You can change the extension if you want, make it all lowercase, or you can make sure that everything is lowercase here. All sorts of stuff. So when we're ready, just click on rename, and it's renamed all those files. You can close Xnview, and you'll see that it's renamed all those files for you, and you're ready to import it into some other digital media project. So hopefully that gives you a quick tour of Xnview. I just can't say enough good things about this software. Hope you install it and try it out. Thanks.